I wouldn't allow we're gonna rob people. No, you're not. Not on my watch, you're not. So higher ups, they're not happy with this stupidity. On the news, allegedly, they said there was allegedly 4 or 5 families involved. 4 families. The Bonanno, the Genovese, and maybe the Lucchese's in 1 or 2 games. They had these games in different places. Now, where the infiltration of the mafia is, when they had the games in New York, they had games in different states, Florida, different states, California. Those games, I don't think, had any mafia around it at all. The mafia end came in, I think, strictly in the New York area. Because the mafia is in New York, and they get a whiff, there's a game going to be going on, some associate or main guy knows what's going on, you're going to get an envelope, that's all they know. And if a guy is going to get robbed, and he loses over and over again, he starts to think, oh, it's your jinx, he's never coming back. You're going to lose them. So let them win. Whoever wins, wins. Whoever loses, loses. Just like a regular casino. That's who you're competing with. But when you're going to do all those things, a guy is not going to constantly come and lose to you all the time. Sooner or later, he's going to realize, I got a beautiful hand, all of a sudden I lose to this guy who's got a better hand. Over and over and over again. Bro, what do you got to be, an Einstein? The guy's not a moron, he's a rich guy, he's probably pretty smart, and he says something's radically wrong here. I gamble in casinos, it never happens to me like this. But that's why they bring in these athletes to come and rub elbows, whatever, they cater to you. Just like the mob did when they started gambling in Vegas. They gave the people everything under the sun. Comp them for meals, rooms, broads, whatever you wanted. Because the money wasn't in robbing the people who came to Vegas. It was when they gambled. Slot machines and everything they had. They know they're going to win. They're not robbing people in Vegas. That's your competition. That's what you're supposed to do. In a nice, fancy hotel in Manhattan, nobody knows about it. You gamble, you enjoy the night. But to rob them like this is ridiculous. One guy, the government is saying, Ernie Aiello, he's supposed to be a mafia dude. Nicholas Fat and Nick Minucci, don't know. Angelo Ruggiero was John's long-life friend. And this is the son. I met the kid once or twice in my life. Of course, I knew Angelo and John Gotti, but I never had any real association with him. He was a kid when I met him, young, and he's supposed to be in it, so I know his father. I don't know him, but I know his father. So how did a black coach who made $100 million, who's in the Hall of Fame, how did he hook up with the mafia? That has grabbed everybody's attention. It's the worst combination in the world. This case became from a bullshit gambling charge that you face 4 or 5 years at max, if it was legit. And when I say legit, not that it was legitimate, but they don't do all this shit. That's what it would have been. Low level, you would have a small article in the New York Post or somewhere, but you brought everything in here to blow it up. And that's what the government loves it. You know that, Gerard. The government loves this shit. You get a big name. And I guarantee you, the coach and these people probably didn't even know who they're talking to or what's going on. They knew a little bit. I think they're in trouble. At bare minimum, the players, the coach, they're finished. They'll never play fucking basketball again. The NBA will throw them out. Nobody will sponsor them ever again. They threw away a fortune for pennies. I don't know if they're going to stick, but the government has been watching them.